voice. Can we just stand to our feet this morning? Hallelujah. Glory, glory, glory. Hallelujah. Yes, hallelujah. Every promise, glory. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah.
I just release you now.
Hallelujah.
It is okay.
Yes, God. Hallelujah.
So you gotta step in to what's been provided for you. You can stay on the outside if you want to. Or you can take what belongs to you. He paid the price for you to have everything you need. Healing belongs to you.
Yes. Hallelujah.
Prosperity belongs to you.
Bless your name, God. Glory. Y'all too quiet in here. Hallelujah. Glory, glory, glory. Oh God, we reverence you, oh God. We honor you, oh God. We give your name the highest praise on this morning, oh God. We say glory to your name, Father. Oh, come on, people of God. Let's wake up the atmosphere. Let's lose ourselves in God. Hallelujah to your name. God, nobody is like you. Nobody can do me like you do me, God. Wonderful. You're holy and you're sovereign. You're a just God. Hey, God, bless your name, Jesus. Woo! Yes, God. Glory, 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 glory to your name, oh God. God, we honor you in this place on this morning, oh God. God, we give your name the highest praise. Father God, we thank you, oh God. Glory to your name, oh God. Oh, bless your name, oh, bless your name, oh, bless your name, oh, bless your name, oh God. God, we thank you on this morning, oh God. Father God, before we ask for anything, oh God, Father God, we ask for your forgiveness, Father. We ask that you would forgive us, oh God, of every sin, oh God. Everything that we said, that we done, oh God, that we thought about, oh God, that was not pleasing to your sight, Father. We ask for your forgiveness now, God, in the name of Jesus. God, we ask for clean hands, oh God, and a pure heart, Father. We ask that you would wash us, God, that you would purge us, oh God, that you would cleanse us, oh God, of all unrighteousness, oh God. We ask for the oil of God to burn deep down on the inside of us, oh God. Father God, burn away anything that is not like you, oh God. Take away every blockage, God, every hindrance, oh God, that'll keep us, oh God, from coming to your throne, oh God. Father God, for your word says that we God, to worship you in spirit and in truth, oh God. And the only way that we can do it, God, if we have clean hands, God, and a pure heart, Father, in the name of Jesus, God. We thank you, oh God, for the gathering together, oh God, in this hour, Father, of the people of God. We thank you, oh God, for the fiery testimonies on today, oh God. Father God, we lift up the woman of God, the overseer, God, who you have trusted, oh God, with this very assignment, oh God. God, we cover her in the blood of Jesus on today, oh God. We ask, oh God, that you will continue, oh God, to open up her ears, to open up her spirit, Father God, for the assignment, oh God, that is at hand. We cover her in the blood of Jesus, for the name of Jesus, oh God. We thank you for her yes, oh God. We thank you for the yes that she's given you, oh God. We thank you that she has submitted, oh God, herself to your will and your way, God. In the name of Jesus, oh God. God, we thank you on today, oh God, for the psalmist, oh God, who will stand and minister, oh God, before your people, oh God. Father God, we ask that you will anoint the woman of God. Anoint her like never before, Father. In the name of Jesus, oh God. We ask that you will anoint her lips, oh God, so that she can minister, oh God, in a whole new way before you, oh God. Take her into new levels, oh God, new dimensions, oh God, higher heights, God, deeper depths, Father, in the name of Jesus, God. Father God, as she open up her mouth, oh God, and stand before your people, we ask that you would hide, oh God, hide her behind the cross, God, in the name of Jesus, oh God. Father God, we thank you, oh God, for Minister Tawana, God, who will stand before your people, oh God. Open up her mouth and decree and declare the works of your glory on today, oh God. We thank you, God, that she is carrying your glory on today, oh God. Father God, we ask that you will anoint her, oh God. Everything that you placed on the inside of the woman of God, we ask that you will deplete her on today, God. In the name of Jesus, oh God. Father God, as every testimony comes forth, oh God. Father God, we ask that you would just be glorified. We cover Derek right now in the name of Jesus. We cover the man of God who will stand before your people and testify of the goodness of Jesus. We thank you, oh God, for the man of God who will stand before your people, oh God, decreeing and declaring, oh God, the wondrous works, oh God, that you did in his life, oh God. We thank you, oh God, that as they stand, oh God, that you would hide them behind the cross, oh God. We speak wisdom, knowledge, and power to every person, oh God, that will stand, oh God, before your people, God, in the name of Jesus, oh God. And Holy Spirit of the true and living God, we ask that you would have your way in each and every speaker. Have your way, oh God, in the psalmist. Have your way with the people of God in here on today. We yield our hearts, God. We yield our mind, oh God, to the very presence of your glory, oh God. And we give your name the praise. We give you the honor, and we give you all of the glory. We say, Holy Spirit of the true and living God, have your way. We ask that you would destroy yokes, oh God, break chains, cancel out the assignment of the enemy, God, in the mighty name of Jesus. We say thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. And we pray that the words of our mouth and the meditations of our heart would truly be acceptable in thy sight. It is in the name of Jesus that we give you all glory, that we give you all praise. In the name of Jesus, open up your mouth, people of God. Give God glory. Give God praise. Give God glory. Give God praise. In the name of Jesus. Hallelujah and amen.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord.
Yes, God.
Thank you.
Yes, God.
Glory to your name. Thank you, Father God. Glory to your
Hallelujah,
And
Jesus.
today, right now, we're going to have scripture. We're going to have Serenity Davis to come up and do the scripture.
And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and the words of their testimonies. Revelation 12 and 11.
Thank you, Serenity. Praise God. Out of the mouth of babes. Glory to your name. Alyssa Jackson will be doing the welcome on today.
Hallelujah. Glory to you.
Amen. Praise the Lord, everybody. Praise the Lord, everybody. Amen. We are gathered here on this morning for this fiery testimony. Amen. And so if you yourself does not have a testimony, I welcome you on this morning to be glad for what God has done for somebody else. Because I know for a fact that what God done for others, He will do for you. So if you would get glad about what God has done for somebody else, I bless God that He will do the same for you. You are welcome.
Can I share a little bit? Okay. Well, woke up yesterday morning and I was fine. I went and got breakfast for my family, got back home. I couldn't move. I thought, well, maybe it was because I was dehydrated and needed some water. We were out at Six Flags and it was hot a few days before, and I was just drinking a lot of water and just trying to flush my kidneys out. Well, my husband gets home and I'm in excruciating pain. And he said, well, maybe it's your skeletal. Maybe you need to be adjusted. I had never felt this pain before. Never had any back issues. Was just working out earlier in the day, just trying to press through the pain. And I couldn't sleep. And it was just crazy. So he adjusted me and it helped, but it still was like a knot in my back. And I couldn't sleep. So I woke up early this morning, just to pray and just to get my mind right and set for today. And I kept fighting with, oh God, I gotta go, I gotta show up. I never, I just knew it was an attack. I knew it was an attack on my body. So I texted Minister Matthews this morning and I was just like, I'm gonna be there around 10-ish. I was just struggling like I had never felt this before. And so she prayed for me, and I'm still pushing and just trying to make it through. I couldn't raise my arm. I can feel a little bit still in my back, but I believe in God by the end of this service, my body will be completely healed. And whatever is going on with my spine or whatever skeletal issues I'm having, that I will be healed. And I believe that. And I know that. And I have faith in my God. So that is my testimony. It's going to come to fruition by the time I walk out of this building. So I just wanted to share that with you all. Be blessed. And please join in with me, stand to your feet, and let's just worship God. Let's just enjoy His presence because He is already here. He is here in the midst. I feel it. I feel Him. And there is no way on this earth that the enemy is going to allow him get in my mind to make me doubt my God. That's not going to happen. So please join in with me. And in whatever you're going through, put your faith in God. Know that He has you. He has your back. Sometimes we go through things just to kind of test our faith. He's testing our faith. You say that you love Him. Really, do you really love Him? You say that you trust Him, but do you really trust Him? And let's show Him, yes, Father, I love you. Yes, I trust you. I know that you got me. So I just want to take this time and worship. I hope you all know this song. I hope you can follow me. And it's "The Lord is High Above the Heavens." And we're just going to have fun. And let's just worship our Father, worship our King. Okay? Here we go. The Lord is high above the heavens. The Lord is high above the heavens. And His glory above the nations. Come on. The Lord is high above the heavens. The Lord is high above the heavens. And His glory above the nations. And His glory above the nations. The Lord is high above the heavens. The Lord is high above the heavens. And His glory above the nations. And His glory above the nations. The Lord is high above the heavens. The Lord is high above the heavens. And His glory above the nations. And His glory above the nations. So give God the highest praise, acknowledge Him and always let all the people say halle, 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 say halle, 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 halle. The Lord is high above the heavens. Lord is high above the heavens. And His glory above the nations. And His glory above the nations. The Lord is high above the heavens. The Lord is high above the heavens. And His glory above the nations. And His glory above the nations. Give God the highest praise, acknowledge Him and always let all the people say halle, 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 say halle, 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 say halle, hallelujah, halle, hallelujah, say halle, hallelujah, halle, hallelujah, halle, hallelujah, say halle, hallelujah, halle, hallelujah, halle, hallelujah, halle, hallelujah, say worship. Let's go ahead and get our mind in this set of worship. Let's just begin to worship Him with our lips. Let's just begin to lift Him up right now. Father, we bless you, God. We thank you on today, God. We thank you for giving us another day to wake up and to be a blessing, God, and to serve you, Jesus, and to be an example for others, God. We thank you for what you're doing in our lives, God. We thank you, Father, for the strength that you've given us, God. We thank you for the faith that we have, God. We thank you for the love that we have, Jesus. You are so awesome. You deserve all the glory and the honor in the name of Jesus. Father, you are faithful. And I just want to say I love you, Father. I love you with every part of my being. And I will serve you with everything that I have, God. I bless you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Father. I lift my hands in total adoration to you. You reign on the throne, for you are God and God alone. Because of you, my cloudy days are gone, and I will sing to you this song. I just want to say that I love you more than anything. Yes. I lift my hands in total adoration to you. Yes, you reign on the throne. Sing it to him. For you are God alone. Because of you, my cloudy days are gone, and I can sing to you this song. I just want to say that I love you more than anything. Just lift your voice and sing it out to him. I love you, Jesus. God, you're faithful. I worship and adore you. And I gotta tell you, just want to tell you, Lord, I love you more than anything. You can sing that out to him. He deserves it. Let's tell him how much we love him. Say, I love you. I love you, Jesus. Lord, I worship you. Yeah. I worship and adore. And I gotta tell you that. Just want to tell you, Lord, I love you. Yeah. I love you more than anything. More than this little video life of mine. God, I love you, Jesus. I love you. Sing it out. Say, I love you, Jesus. I love you, Jesus. Oh, I worship and adore. And I gotta tell you, yeah, Lord, I love you. Yeah. Oh, I love, and I love you. I worship and adore. Just want to tell you, Lord, I love you more than anything. Yes, I love you, Lord, I love you more than anything. Lord, I love you. Say it again. I love you more than anything. Say more than anything. 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 Say more than anything. More than anything. More than anything. More than anything. More than anything.
you, Father. Oh, I love you, God. You're worthy. You're worthy. You're Alpha and Omega. So no matter where I start, I know that I'm going to end with you, Father. Hallelujah, Jesus. Have your way in this place, God. I ask that you come, God, and dwell with us, Jesus. Allow your presence to be known, Father. We thank you, Jesus. We bless you in this place. Father, it's you that we're here for, God. And we thank you, Jesus. We lift your name up on high. And we bless your holy name. We bless you, God. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. It's the highest praise. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, Jesus. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Hallelujah, Jesus. Hallelujah. God, I thank you, Father. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Lord.
Yes.
And I lift my voice to worship you, oh my soul.
Hallelujah.
Rejoice.
Yes, God.
Take hold,
Yes, God.
my King,
Yes, Lord.
in what you hear, and let it be a sweet, sweet sound in your ear. Can you sing that with me? Say, I love you, Lord.
Like 1 or 2 years old. My mom didn't get us back till we were like 11 or 12. When she got us back, she didn't really know how to control us. So we were beaten. We were beaten for a while. From about, I'd say about 10 to 12, I was sexually abused. Even before then, when I was in a foster homes, I was abused. And I was abused sexually. I had to fight, you know. Me and my brothers, we fought for a long time, and they eventually split us apart, you know, because we stayed fighting. Then when I got about 14, 15, I moved out. I grew up thinking no one loved me. Where was everybody at? I ended up meeting someone when I was 15, he was 26. Then I thought he loved me. Never seen anything, never grew up in a bad neighborhood. And he introduced me to drugs. Thought I was good at it. It was a spirit. When I had my children, I remember days selling drugs, being in dope houses, nights at a time, 30 days at a time, men awoke with no sleep. No sleep for 30 days. I was scared that someone was going to take my kids, so I kept them with me everywhere I went. I went from wherever it was with my kids to the crack houses. I remember being homeless. And I used to do random things just to keep them with me, because I knew they were going to take them, just to survive. I remember getting so much money that it scared me. So I kept people around me. And that's how I loved them. Let me buy you this. Let me give you this. If I give you money, I'm going to love you. That's how I did my mom. I'm going to love you more than you love me. So I gave her things, thinking that because she didn't give it to me, that was a way of love. I never knew anything about love. I didn't have enough sense to love my kids. That wasn't enough. I remember getting in cars with random guys just to make sure that I had enough money to keep a roof over our head. I would just get in cars with them and say, well, Lord, if you let me make it out of this one, you know.
My Lord.
You know how that went. The next day, you'd be back there.
Right.
So I remember catching the case, going to prison, had no relationship with anyone. Thought I was going to do about a year or two. I ended up doing 6.5 years. I see my kids twice.
Jesus.
I didn't know how they looked. I didn't hear from them. Thank God he blessed me with a gift of my hands. I did hair from the beginning of the time that I was there all the way to the end. I had no one to provide. I didn't have any help whatsoever. Everybody that I knew was there with me. All my brothers, all my cousins. It was 50 of us. I was the only female with children. My mom thought I was going to do a year or two. And she said, get your time over with. For a year and a half, I didn't even know I was there. I had never been caught with anything. But I knew I did something wrong, and eventually it was going to catch up with me. So I said, okay, well, Lord. The judge offered me 10 years. I took the 10. I said 10 years, my kids would be about 9, 10. I'll still have a little bit of room to, do things with them, to grow with them. I took the 10 years. I did 2.5 years in the county jail. That was a bad place for me. A bad place for me. Young, didn't know anything, got the big head, in this prison thinking I can do whatever I want to do. God said no. The judge wouldn't even see me for over 2 months until I calmed all the way down. I remember the first time God ever spoke to me was in prison. Glory, glory, glory. I grew up so aggressive because I didn't know how to live. So I fought my way through prison. I fought and I fought. I remember the guards used to let us fight. They'll let us both out and we'll fight until someone gets tired. I remember praying every single day. When I got to the prison, I was already disciplined. I did all my fighting there in the county. When I got to the prison, I said, Lord, I need to change. I don't know how to do it, so you're going to have to change me. So the Lord started working on me every day. And I remember waking up one day and I got a phone call in there. But it wasn't until I surrendered.
Right.
It wasn't until I realized what I had done. I actually killed people. I didn't physically kill them, but I did.
Yeah.
When you put drugs in other people's bodies,
Right.
you're killing them.
Yes.
You know? It's like murder. I blamed everybody else. So why y'all didn't help me? Where was everybody at when I was giving y'all all this money? You know? Until I can surrender, take responsibility.
Right.
And say yes. As soon as I did it, I was immediately released. I remember they called in there and told me, you got 72 hours to be off my property. I said, okay, I'm going. I don't need 72, just give me a couple. You know, I got out. I went there, I learned a lot. got a lot of certificates and got a lot of trades where while I was in there, I got home. I moved to Illinois. The whole time, God had gave my kids to my mom. That's how forgiveness works. The person I didn't want to have them, God gave them to them. He said, "Don't forgive."
Yes.
So I learned how to forgive my mom. Got out. A month later, got a job. Kept a job for a couple years. Went from making $8.50 working in the warehouse every day. And I said, "Lord, it's just not enough. It's not enough. I know this is not the end. This place isn't big enough for where I know you want to take me." I moved to Texas. Stayed with my cousin in 3 days. I got a job. 3 days. I went from $8.50 an hour to $11. That was one of the things I prayed for. My mindset was so small then. I didn't know that God could do more than $11.
Yes.
But that $11 was big to me. I said, "Lord,
Right.
I need $11, at least $11 for me to make it in Texas, you know." So he gave me that. I said, "Well, Lord, you gave me the $11.
Right.
I need my own house now." You know?
All right.
In about a month and a half, I had my own place. And I've been at that same job for the last couple of years. I'm still there now. I started out as a temp. 6 months later, I was hired on. I got a raise every single month for 9 months straight. Almost 9 months straight. Recently, I became a supervisor. Have control over a whole entire building and another one. I was married in the process. I also had another baby. All the things that the devil took from me and that I took for myself, God gave it back. You know, it's nothing that God can't do. It's nothing that He can't do. I've learned that the whole time God has given me a family that prays for me. Thank God for DMI. Thank God for my pastors. I have sisters. Growing up in a foster home and prisons, you don't trust nobody. Especially that say they love you.
Right.
You don't trust nobody. But I've received that, and I know how to love someone else. So I thank God for that, you know. I really do. I didn't think that I'll be up here ever even telling this testimony, but I thank God for my sister, for this event. I thank her for saying yes, Lord, you know. I just thank God.
Amen.
Thank you, God. In the midst of that, I've been dealing with so many things. You just have to believe God. You have to have enough faith and believe Him. If God can do it for me, He can do it for you. If He can pull me out, He can pull you out. I just thank God. I really do. I thank God. Thank you.
I ain't gonna get no help. Listen, I'm 38 years old. Y'all heard my bio. And I want to first, excuse me, First Lady. Amen. Thank you for allowing me to be. Amen. In front of you, over your people, speaking. Amen. And to my cousin, sister, Tanya, Lady Matthews, and my sister, cousin, Brenda, and my cousins, my family. Y'all, I'm so happy that you guys were able to come out and support.
Amen.
Our family been through so much, and it's been too quiet for too long.
All right.
It's been too quiet. It's been too quiet. The rape that I'm speaking of, Brenda, I'm so very glad you're here, sister girl. Listen, I was 9 years old. My mama let me go to this guy house. He was our uncle's like boyfriend or something. I don't know. That generational curse stuff, that's unfinished business. Because it started with my uncle. But he dead and it still roams the family. Unfinished. But we need the intercessors, not interferers.
Right, come on now.
When he took us, my mama let us go because I had an older cousin there that was a boy, and then it was me and Brenda. But y'all see when Brenda stood up, she didn't stand up. I always mess with her because she's so little, you know. However, it was me and her, and we went and this guy took me on 106 in Normandy. It's now a library, but he took me in the back of this place. It was this man standing there, and this dude, he had a dog, and he had this dog standing over me, and I already was scared of dogs. I don't know why I was scared of dogs, but I was scared of dogs, and then had this dog, and this dog was, it was taunting me. It was taunting me. Brenda wasn't scared of dogs, but Brenda little than me, so I was like, I said, Brenda, come outside, you're trying to get the dog. So she came out there, but when she went back in the house, like, girl, if y'all know Brenda, she's so country. Girl, go and sit down somewhere. I'm like, no, it's really gonna bite me. Like, come and help me. But that was the tactic that he used to get me to go where he wanted me to go. I didn't have no other choice, so I went. When I went, my cousin was there. But I want to say, maybe he was, maybe he was a little slow. I'm just saying, because he heard me scream, but he didn't respond the way I thought he should, But for a long time, I so held that against him that I was holding up something, carrying something that was so dead I wasn't going nowhere.
Right.
He was sleeping good, having kids, doing what he was doing, living life, and I'm still like, why you didn't help me?
Right.
I'm telling you, some stuff you just gotta let it go. For real, you just gotta let it go. So the mental state of my cousin at that moment, and I believe, now that I'm older, it was really something wrong with him. But however, when I went back to the house, I got these scars on my legs. I'm gonna show y'all, I will, but I ain't got time for that. But listen, he dragged me. He was hitting me. Mind you, he had the dog. Right. I was already scared of the dog. Right. Why is you hitting me?
Right.
So I started fighting back. You know what? Listen, I did all that I thought I could do. Okay. Then he got the gun. Right. Okay. I'm only 9 years old. Why did you do me like this? Right. I didn't even realize it. But here's the thing. The catch-22 to this story here is, at 2 years old, my uncle literally had like serious intercourse with me. Literally. Right. I had already had that thing.
Right.
It was already woke.
Yes,
so what I was doing was I was feeding it, so I thought.
Yes.
Because now my body have now had this thing open, and it's been tampered with. I'm not innocent anymore in my mind. It's the truth of the matter is my innocence was stolen from me. Okay? I didn't know what it was to be 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and not want to hunch a boy or touch a boy cousin or play with, I didn't know what that was like because I just never lived a normal, untouched kid life. I'm just saying. He stole from me what I never even knew I had, my innocence. So everything about that was bad. Come on, I'm going somewhere, listen. So he was hitting me. When he got the gun, this man proceeded to shoot me. He was really going to shoot me, guys. Listen. This right here, he shot the gun, but I don't know why a bullet didn't discharge, but it burned me. And I'm 38, this scar's still here. But I remember where God brought me from. Because I'm standing here today telling you about it, okay? I went to the house, he took me on Vermont Imperial to get some ice cream or something to try to make me feel better. That's what he called himself doing, trying to shut me up. My cousin. I was like, why you didn't say nothing? You so scared when I get on, I'm gonna beat you up. And he just laughed at me. I'm telling y'all, something was wrong. It had to be. I'm sorry. So I went in the house, and I don't know if you remember Brenda. He had that big old pool, like that big old. So I get to the house. I'm like, Brenda, T said up there to beat me up. She was like, you ought to tell Amy about that. I'm like, girl, he said, if I tell you, you'll kill me. I'm gonna tell y'all, I did a video in 2011. This lady, it's called Dealing with Abusive Situations, and I did the video, and it wasn't until I saw myself doing this video that I connected with that little girl to put her to rest so this woman can live. Okay? So for a very long time, I didn't know. Now what happened at like 12 years old, I was going to church. My church, that's our heart. We grew up in that church. That's the kind of church you go to. We didn't take nobody to the hospital. We came to the church, to the altar. That's what they did. I seen blinded eyes open in that church. I seen my auntie fell dead in that church, and the pastor dared us to call the ambulance. The mothers got down there, and they travailed until she woke up. I seen it with it's the problem that I have with the people today. The things that are wrote in the Bible, do you know these things can still manifest on today? Where is your faith? So the man took me to the Imperial Vermont to get ice cream and stuff, and I'm telling Brenda, like, man, he really hurt me. You know, she like, you better tell Amy. And I have to tell Brenda, like, if you tell, I'm gonna beat you up, because he ain't gonna kill you, he gonna kill me. I ain't gonna die for you, let me just bleed and go in the house or something, you know. So I was like, just come outside with me. So I go and jump in the pool. He came out there with that same old nasty dog and got me out there. Okay. He didn't take me home until 2 days later because my mom said we'd go over there for the weekend. Not a problem. So I get there. I'm telling Brenda, I'm like socking in the back of my head. I'm so sorry because I love you. You know I do right. But I told her, if you tell my mama, he really gonna kill me, Brenda. Please don't tell. I'm begging her, like, I'll give you anything, like, and I was the black sheep. My mama couldn't stand me. I'll tell y'all something. I don't even, whatever. Me and Tanya used to go, you know, we used to jump the tree, go on White Street in Compton just to get all of us some fruits off the tree so that we could eat. Wow. Me and Tommy did. Really. No lie. Real true. So, we should be the healthiest kids in America with all them fruits we was eating. But so we get to the house and I ain't say nothing, and then the next month, y'all excuse me, but I'm just being, I don't know no other way but me. Is that okay with y'all? So I went and I had to, my mama, I finally, like, I think I was like 11, 12, I was hurting so bad, I couldn't take it no more, and I just had to tell my mom, like, you know what, I think I started my cycle. So she said, go get there and put some tissue on your hand, and so I did what she told me to do. You remember that, right? Because I said, Tanya, help me. Something in my... Right. So I put it in, and the next day I went to school, and it was just dropping all over the place. Now, my mom didn't tell me to change it. She just said, put it on. I figured, in my mind, my 12-year-old mind, this was going to work. It just didn't work, okay? So the kids, they messing with me, so I started fighting. But you know what? You know, I ain't finna keep on punking on me. That's it. I joined the gang and everything. I was like, that's it, baby love on mine. Like, you know, I was not gonna keep being punked by these kids. It was a group of them. The teachers was talking about me. The adults picked that. So I was like, you know, I just want to leave. I just want to die. This is crazy. Why do I got a mom like this? Why do I want to care? So she, and I get home and I just told her, like, Mama, I'm really, really hurt. She took me to the doctor, who went to the Wattell Foundation. And they said, your daughter will never have kids. She had gonorrhea that ate her wound up, and her pelvic bones are shattered. I didn't care about not having no kids. I didn't care. I just wanted to get back to the hood, to be honest. There was money to be made. I needed some money. Okay? So I went back over there, like, and my mom was mad, but this the problem. Brenda had it. Brenda told Tanya, then Tanya told my mom. I said, y'all done portray me, Judas and them. So my mama, I'll never forget it. She was making her bed. She said, that's your fault. You should have said something. Do y'all know how long that stuck with me?
Right.
Do you know how much that stuck with me forever? Forever. I still kind of question, like, Mom, why would you say that's my fault? And then the denim day happened with the little girl wearing pants, and the judge gonna tell her her pants shouldn't have been that tight. Y'all hear about that? So They say I ain't gonna have no kids. Well, we all know that was a lie. Okay? I got 7 kids biologically out of my stomach. Okay? But they told me that my kids would either be born dead or premature, or I just wouldn't be able to carry because my pelvic bone was messed up. I done had this disease that sat in me for 2 years. A little girl, just 2 whole years. I'm just messed up. My womb is not gonna produce nothing. It was not. It was messed. I was messed up. I didn't care about no womb. I wanted my mother.
Right.
I didn't care about that stuff. But you know what? It went right back to the same thing. So I just started going out, hanging out with the gangbangers more. They introduced me to this guy named Firey. I don't know if y'all ever heard the story. This the one dude that ever. I mean, it's a lot of millionaires off drugs now, but back then that was just so. Like, dang, he made that much money? He was the first black dude in the game to raise or make $1 million. Now, I'm up there in this hotel with this man because he bought one. He would have all us butthole naked. I'm 12 years old, okay? And we in there cooking dope and doing all this stuff. Now, one time, did my mama or my big sisters come check on me. I was so mad at Tanya she left me. I said, why you just didn't take me with you? I didn't want it, but you know what? He left me there and brought her here, and now look at us.
Right.
So I'm praying to God, like, I don't know. So then, I don't know what happened. I came home from school one day. I went to that same doctor my mama took me to, because something was wrong with me. I finally decided to want to have sex with some little dumb boy, Pookie. I ended up pregnant. I told Tanya. And Tanya told on me again. She told me, oh, she's such a snitch, and then left. Don't she do? I couldn't even understand. I'm like, Tanya, you wrong for this, but you know what? My daughter, she's 25 to the day, and thank God for her. I love her. She get on my nerve, but I love her. And then, so all this stuff was happening, and I've been having to battle this stuff all by myself. My mama, she was so into church, you know that. She took us to church. Everybody in the neighborhood, they used to come over our house, do Bible study. She knew how to front. Like, she the one taught me to not play with God, really. Like, you doing all this. You can get all these people over here to do this. But in about 10 minutes, as soon as they leave, y'all, we was every B word in the bag. You hear me? She didn't talk to us like we had no sense. She just did. And that's 9 women, okay? 9. So I said, well, listen, I don't want to go home, because if I go home, as soon as I went home, my mom, she told my mom go in the house, she said, oh, your stomach pregnant, your head ain't. She beat me in my head. I was already crazy for what I done went through, like for real. I'm already messed up. I don't understand the changes that's going on in my body. And for you to be my mother, you can't nurture that? What's wrong with you? But it's so many people that got, you know, daughters, but not everybody is a mother. Not everybody. I get it. So now here we go. I had sisters younger than me, and my mama left us over here with Annette. They was younger. The guy wanted to have sex with my sister. I said, listen, don't do that. I know how to do it. You can do that to me. So he did that to me, but not knowing I had gonorrhea. This man caught a disease from me, the little 12-year-old kid. This man, they tied me up to this bed. They crucified me. I still got webs on my back. It's crazy, but then I get 14, my mama strikes again. Some man come in with a gun, finna kill her husband over some drugs. He said, if you give me her, that generational thing. If you give me her, I won't do it. But then guess what? She gave me to him. She gave me to a pimp. But you know what? Today I can thank my mother for everything that she did, because it made me be the woman that I am today. I thank her for that. I'm not mad at my mother. Nope, she wasn't the best mother she was. But listen, that was my mama. That is my mama, and I love my mama. And bet not nobody do nothing to my mama. Okay? Let's get that together. That's Facebook. Y'all better listen. That's my mama. I'm just saying. So it's so many things that I went through in my life. And my cousins was right there. I mean, guys, we've been through so much. And he had to save somebody to save the rest of them. And it's still unfinished business. It needs to be plucked Perversion is not just a spirit. It is some spirits connected to one name. We have lesbianism. We have, the molestation. We have the rape. We have the generational curse. And all that stuff, it just trickled down to generations. Yeah, we can pray that thing off. But you know what happens is the enemy is so tricky, so smooth with his stuff. He'll play with the kids. Yes, ma'am. And he'll get the kids and get the friends that got the gays. Let's try this. When you're younger and you in the room and it's your girl cousins, your boy cousins, the curiosity of it is, oh, what can that do? What can that? That's experiment. But when somebody grown come in there and just take your innocence, they didn't just mess you up. They messed you up. They let this mind be in you that is also in Christ Jesus. So how can you believe in God with such a messed up, contaminated mind function? That is impossible. So I'm standing here today because I want to tell you about fire. Is that okay? I understand that the scripture is, we are overcome by the words of our testimony. But all day long, I ain't got no sleep. None. But all I keep dealing with is the fact that fire, they got all these different kind of fires. And you know what? The best fire that I like out of all of it is the fire that Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego was in. We know the story? Listen, they threw these men in there. 3. Bam. Nebuchadnezzar didn't even understand it. Listen, y'all see this? How is our sit down coming to me? What is this about? Okay, listen, listen, destroy the gold. Let's serve their God. That's the kind of God we need to have coming out of that fire. We don't have to be looking like what we've been through. Listen, we always gonna have a mark to remind us of where we come from. But this is the thing, don't wallow in that. When you get to walking in deliverance, you know what happens next? It's being made whole. Now, because you went through everything that you have already been through, now you can go and pull somebody else through. You had to grow through it to get to them, to pull them through it. And listen, don't ever think for not one reason that you was not God's choice. It was. It was just you didn't understand who you were in Christ. Is the reason why the enemy was so quick to grab up the one that he thought that he had more power over. But he didn't conquer us all. He had to take one of us out, but he didn't conquer that. My mother got 7 daughters. Well, she raised 9. And all 9 of us are still alive on today. Amen. All 9 of us. Amen. That's only the grace of God that has kept us. I've been a prostitute, but guess what? I ain't got AIDS. Thank God. He kept me. I didn't lose my mind out there. He kept me. I could have been dead a long time ago, but he kept me. I would run up in people's house. I'm telling you, my big sister, she was stomping gangbanging. I'm trying to tell. Listen, she was crazy. She still is a little bit, but I admired that in her because people used to be scared. Oh, here comes Chi-Chi. Like, no, I ain't scared. Chi-Chi, you can get it. Like that I found that to be amazing because in my messed up mind, they ain't messing with her. So if I act like that, they ain't gonna mess with me either. No, that wasn't true. Because then gunplay came in. Gunplay. You can't be a crib in the blood hood. Not in Los Angeles. I don't know how it works. You can't do that. So I'm out there and I don't understand why God's just kept me up. I've been patient, and he's just been dealing with me with the perversion and the fire. But the reason why it had to slip off of us is because a leech cannot attach itself to fire. And that thing had to release, and because we got the release that we needed, now that the oil is on us, you can't hold nothing when you're oily. It slips out. And that's just what had to happen. We gotta understand. There are so many people going through so much. There's people coming to church daily, they bent over, hurt. But we can't see them because we down there with them. Right. We down there, I'm telling my affection, cure infection, a simple hug. Right. Don't do the spirit fingers. Bless you, woman of God. No. Hug them. Hold them. Because their heart is infected. But if you hold them, but don't say nothing, something breaks. Something breaks. Do you know antibiotic is made of fungus? Right. It gotta be dirty, but it cures. And because you've been a seed in the ground for so long, all by yourself, put that one seed down there and doing everything that needs to be done to that seed, that thing start to grow. It get a root. It attach itself. Then it do something else, and then stuff start coming through the ground. And then, oh, what a beautiful flower that will be. I just want to encourage every woman in this house, every man in this house, in spite of what you've been through in your life, God still got his hands on you. He ain't gave up on you. You didn't really give up on him. You just turned around one time. But turn back around. It's time to U-turn. Make a U-turn. Make a U-turn. He's still there. Surely he is. He didn't leave you. You didn't leave him really. But when you're rooted in the blood of God, when you've been baptized and washed, and you understand, and you start to learn this thing, you start to study your Bible more, and you start to get an understanding, things start to happen and break off. But I'm reminded that when the police come into a house and they're getting ready to search, and they're coming in for a warrant, the first thing they say is, police, open the door. Open the door. Ain't nobody gonna open it up, they're gonna bust it open. But the next thing they're gonna tell you, let me see your hands. Come out with your hands up. Whatever it is, come on, just lift your hands and just shake it out. Just shake it out. Let them see that you surrender. That's a sign of surrenderance. That's a sign of surrender. Whatever you came in here with that was so heavy, release it. Let it go. Let it go. It's a process. I'm not going to lie to you. This thing is a process. It took me a minute to get to where I am. I called my husband 1 trillion times while I was in that room. But I don't know why I got to do this. Listen, he said, babe, you don't just go and flow. Flow what? You want me to bust around or what? Really? I just don't understand it. We can't get the church to be church because we're doing church and not kingdom.
Right. Come on, woman.
Kingdom calls you to love on people.
Yes, ma'am.
Because you have to love people like Christ loved you when you was in your mess. It's that simple. It's that simple. You have to. You cannot keep going around here all puffed up and, oh, girl, she didn't even say hi to me. Hang the phone up. Your ear gate isn't too important. God got to speak in that same ear that she's trying to throw trash in and throw it away. Don't let her do it. It ain't working. We have to get to a better place of understanding what the fire does. We do. Now here it is. Your theme is we are overcomers. Now listen, I got 7 kids. I want to share this one thing with you. I don't know who's in here dealing with the womb problem. They want the babies. Don't you give up. But you better get married. Don't do it out of season. I'm trying to listen. It's better to marry than to burn. That's scripture. You got to understand this one thing about God. He is a God of order. He is a God of order. And if he said you have to do it this way, you better do it this way. Now I have 7 kids. 6 different baby daddies. Strange, huh? Me too, I thought it was strange. When I got pregnant with my last 2 boys by my husband. Now where's she at? Okay. I got married. I surrendered. I ain't gonna do this stuff no more. I'm gonna be faithful. I love this man. We gonna build our life together. I knew he was a pastor, but I didn't want to be a first lady. Y'all better stop playing. That first lady stuff,
Right.
Don't play with that. That ain't nothing.
Right.
That ain't nothing to play with. I'm telling you. You be on your face more than anything. They don't understand. I told God, if I could just be free from the pain, the hurt that I understood, that I thought love was, because I didn't think it was no real love. What was love? Whatever, if you say so. It wasn't until I married my husband, I had 2 boys. My first son, my water bag broke at 20 weeks. I was in the hospital for 2 months, carrying a baby that they just did not know was going to make it, okay? I was at the point like, look, just take it. I don't care. But my husband, thank God for Jesus, I just gave up. It happened to me again. My son was born. I was there April 24th, and I had him June 4th. I was released June 7th. They had to airlift my son to another hospital because they said he wasn't going to make it. And I heard them, if y'all have kids, y'all know that little Demerol stuff, and they give you that stuff in your back. And they had a C-section, that drug that you can't do nothing about yourself. That I was laying there like, okay. I hear the flat line. Well, Miss Smith, the baby's not going to make it. We have a 100% chance. And my husband lived probably from here to maybe Houston, I think. I don't know. And he had to drive to that hospital. He said he got some good start and water and told him, just rubbed it over his head. My baby is going to be 8 tomorrow.
Come on now.
My son, I laid there. I was having issues with my blood. I was having an issue with my blood. I called my mom. I said, listen, I heard God. You can't live without natural blood. How you going to live without the blood of Jesus? rape. I said, listen, Mama, whatever I did, I'm so sorry. I said, what did I do? Be born. I laughed, ha ha ha. But then when I had my other baby, it happened again. I had him at 30 weeks, but he was good. But he was premature. Now this is how the enemy works. He'll go from your past to right now, because he can't go past right now. He can't see you the next second. He can only see you right now. And if he can clog your vision right now, he got you right now. This man went, and I'm telling you, I said, I know. It started to bring back that little 9-year-old girl that got raped. The doctor told my mom she never had any kids. She just they're gonna die, they're gonna be premature. I was like, what have I done so wrong? What am I not doing? I was playing, I didn't give it all to him. That's what I was doing. I didn't give it up, and I should have gave it up, but I didn't give it up because I wanted to hold on to that little piece of fun, because sin is easy, and it's very fun. It looks real good. I'm trying to tell you, I know I lived it, I'm just saying. But if I could take it and make it an acronym, it's still in need. Still in need. We got to understand, we have to understand, we got to start loving on each other. We have to start understanding that they're processing their process. Don't give up on them, love up on them. That's important. You never know what these kids is facing these days. It's really crazy that the world is turning like it is. And I'm telling y'all something, it ain't getting better, it gets worse. And it gets worse. Wars in diverse places. People are dropping like flies out of nowhere. We got to get this thing together. We still breaking curses. We still got to stay on our faces. We can't give up on them. We got to do better than what we've been doing. So everybody in here, we just need to hug on them. We got to hug on them. Cousin, I told you I didn't have nothing. I didn't have nothing. I said, listen, I ain't got nothing for nothing at all. So I told them, I'm going to just go ahead. If you can play something small, soft, we all right. Is that all right? I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know if y'all wanted me to get up here and hoop and holler. This is just not one of them kind of services. I'm so sorry. No, I'm not. I had my cousin take me to go get uncut keys. Where First Lady go? Can you come up here with me, First Lady? Where did I get? Come on, Peter, you too. That's my Peter, y'all. That's my Peter. The other young lady. Oh, her, yeah. Come here. I looked at y'all vision board. I said, no, listen. I told my cousin, I said, they missing some stuff. They missing stuff. Where's the school? I don't know why, but God showed me 2 locations. 2. And to be honest, if you want to, you can knock this wall out and possess the land. It all can be yours. I want to give you this key. It's not the kind of key that I thought, but you know what, listen. This is the key. It's uncut. But this gonna open major doors. When y'all cut it, this gonna be the master key. Let me tell you all something. Those keys ain't cut, but access granted. Access granted. Everything your heart desires, God is going to do it. He's not a man that would lie. Neither the son of man to repent. He don't make no mistakes. He don't make no mistakes. Think it not strange that he bring you all these ladies. And then all you have for them is just some good old love. Y'all keep your First Lady up. Don't let nobody say nothing around y'all about this woman of God or your pastor. Okay? Because understand, they're one. They're one. And this can't be broken. This can't be broken. Your marriage ordained by God. These men, like she said, they gotta be crazy, are sent by God. But listen, I can relate. I wish I can take you to California with me because I need my daughter to talk to you. My baby's 25 years old. I can't pull her in. because I just haven't been right there. I've been so many places, but I just haven't been right there. She just got out prison, 2 years. I don't know what I just can love on her, but she won't even accept my love. Oh, y'all, yeah, I messed up too, being her mama. I'm gonna tell the truth. I walk in my truth, okay? I messed up too. It's just some things I just can't help her with. And listening to you, woman of God, I wish I could I promise I'll put you in my backpack, take you out, and I will, where your husband? I'll bring her back, I promise. But I need somebody that can just understand right where she is, because I don't know. But it hurts my heart. I don't know what to tell my baby. I only can pray with her, pray for her. I can't hug my baby because my mom wants to go. She can't stay still. She swears she got ADD. She swears she ain't got that. The devil's a liar and his mama's a witch. That's not my baby. You too old for that, child. Listen. I'm telling you, woman of God, God has great, great, great things in store for you. And your husband, this ministry. You guys are the plug. You guys are the extension. Go out and get the people, possess the land, beg them. What did it say? Compel them to come. A man was up there. He said, "You so beautiful." And while I'm like, "Oh, thank you. You want to come with me tomorrow?" Listen, he said, "Compel them to come." I'm married happily. Okay? I'm just saying. But God has so many things in store. And I appreciate the fact that you guys start here, but you give it like a 5-star feel, because that's what it feels like. You can't walk in here and just walk into no any old thing. I was amazed. I was. In California, we just don't have things like this, to be real honest with you. Normally, I gotta go and fight. Oh no, you don't sit down, you know. Everything is so wonderful. And thank you, even for embracing Lady Williams. Thank you. Thank you. Even for, right here, Peter. But it's so much work for y'all to do. You know, First Lady, I'm not gonna lie to you. The storm is coming. The fight will be great. But trust me, it's already defeated. It's already defeated. Don't be discouraged. Be not weary in well-doing. Be not weary. God has great things. Eyes have not seen. Ears have not heard. Neither have it conceived out of the heart of man what God has in store for you and your husband. You guys have so much greatness in you. There's so much there. There's so much, you know, we just gotta birth it. And it's almost like, you know, I didn't know I was having twins. But you are. That's why the labor's so tough. But you are. That's why it's so rough. But this place is too small for your worship. It's like a rubber band. It'll stretch out, and then somebody can step. You know, she stepped on my car and going back to church. They bad. They bad. Let them go, okay? They thinking big and little God. They ain't really ready for what God has in store. But he's separating the wheat from the tare. He had to separate the wheat from the tare. They all grow together. They look the same, but they really not. They really, really not. I just wanted to tell you that. Because God told me in my I know what he told me. I know what he told me. I couldn't even sleep last night. I'm so tired. Listen, but I had to understand, help you understand. This key is it's a big key, but you see this right here? You got that? Y'all remember when Jesus went into the temple and he tore that place up because he said this was a house of prayer, but they started doing stuff they ain't no business doing. You're gonna have to use that to pop the top off this thing and get them out of here because they just ain't getting it. Sometimes you gotta lose your mind and make these people understand God is not a man that will lie. And if you keep playing, you won't walk in here, you're gonna be stretched out. They gotta stop playing. It's time out for playing church. Just because the car is in the parking lot does not mean it works. Y'all will catch it, 11:59. Woman of God, be strong. I know you're a woman of faith, and I know you pray. I was like, listen. When you say, I saw you, I thought, yes, it's kindred spirits. I understand. We deal with these men. They have PMS, honey. You know what I mean? That's prophetic mood swings, if you must know. But y'all gonna be just fine. And I love you. listen, Peter and you. Y'all got so much work to do. You a soul winner. Souls, one that wins souls is wise. Don't question yourself no more. This, you built for this. He took you the long way, but you built for this. You gotta have a sword, no, a hammer. You gotta have a brick, but you gonna fight and build. Fight and build. You will be just fine. Everything you want in your life, even the people that you're not even attached to, thank you for not giving up. Thank you for not throwing in the towel. Thank you for defeating suicide. Thank you for coming out of depression. Thank you for opening your heart to forgive. Thank you for that. Because once you did that, it made the way for the other little girls that you haven't even met yet. But they're coming. Because they need you. They need to hear what you're going to say to them. You have a voice just for their ear. Just for them. God is going to use you. He's going to use you mightily, woman of God. And when he do, don't forget DMI. You don't forget DMI. And you won't. Because right now in your heart, that's all you know. That's all she knows. But I want you to be strong and be of good courage. And if I can say it like Rihanna, I think that's Rihanna, you're going to stand here and watch me burn. That's all right. I like the way it hurt. You had to go through that fire. Glass go through fire to be created. But the thing of glass is, you can take a glass out and it'll probably be one of those. But crystal stays in just a little bit longer. And not everybody got crystal in their house, woman of God. And because you to who you are, whose you are, he gonna bless you. He gonna bless you. He is gonna bless you with all your heart desire. Because you deserve it. Because he's proud of you. He's proud of you. Because you see what's God's plan, not what was in his hand. And that's how come the release happened so just rapidly the way it did. You're amazed at it, but that was just your calling. It was simple. You walked into it. You walked into it because it was just already there waiting for you. And like you said, once you gave up and you gave in, that's when God blessed you. That's when he had you. Not because you were sure about it, but because your mind and your heart was ready. It was right. He said, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to do it right this time. And because of that, you're blessed. He will not reverse the blessing, but he will reverse the curse. And the curse is broken today. I dare about 3 of y'all to get on Facebook and just hashtag, it's broken. You know how they got that thing that reminds you on this day? Y'all see that pop up? Today, everybody should just hashtag it, it's broken. Because on this day, come on, lift up your hands and just tell God thank you. Come on, reach up and grab for what you want. Hallelujah. Come on, stand all over the building. Come on and begin to worship him. Come on and worship. Hallelujah. Every church that you guys establish, God's going to send you new sons and daughters because he can trust you with it. He can trust you with it. He trusted you with the pain. You didn't cause the pain, but he trusted you with the pain. And if he can do it for you, he can do it for you. And he can do it for you.
Who will give you their all?
Hallelujah. Tanya, where did he go? He left. Can Benita and Tata give me? Don't tell me no. This the praise and worship leader, y'all. She playing. Yeah, Millie Watt on any block. Come on in. Hallelujah. If y'all can just worship, I'm not really one that's big with holding the mic, but because sometimes everybody's business ain't nobody business. I'm just saying. They're both your grandbabies. What else? Now, where that lady? Let me see. Where's she in the way? I don't see it. do an altar call if you guys want. I'm gonna wait a minute. Is that all right with y'all? Okay. If you want to, if you just need prayer, just because you're going through your process, you're processing your process. I'm gonna need you to understand you're not by yourself. Okay? And just because you're going through a process does not mean God has forgot about you. Right now, it's up to you. It's in your heart. Whatever, give your heart. Allow your heart to make your mouth move with a yes. That's what it takes. It takes a made-up mind to want to do the will of God. So that you're ready to do the will of God. I'm not saying that everybody in here ain't got it together, because listen, we all still battle with something. Paul said it the best, I die daily. The difference between dying is there's a disease that you're fighting, and there's a chance you can beat it and you can get up. But when it's dead, that means it's gone. That's done. That's it. That's it. That's it. So come if you will. Hallelujah. Just come if you will. I don't care if you think you got it together. It's okay. But there's this thing that holds you back just a little bit. It don't make you it don't make you less than where you are now, okay? It just don't. Let's be realistic here. We think we gotta be all up here, shaka high and all that. Listen, some of them that doing it, they plan anyway. I'm just telling the truth here. Hallelujah. 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 Come on, there's still more. I'm laughing and playing around, but listen, what God has given me is for real. I'm not gonna play with you. I ain't got no rabbit to pull out my hat, none of that. But I know what God has done for me, and I see what God is gonna do for you. But you gotta want it. And my question is, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? Come on, we got low self-esteem. We got people that's struggling with their identity. That's in the spirit realm. You don't know how to walk in the prophetic that you got because you keep questioning. Am I sure? Is you sure? Yes, he's sure. He uses who he wants to use. Now listen, I'm not going to sit here and beg y'all to come up here, but what I will do is to help you understand this. When God does a thing, he does it good. That's it. That's it. Now for y'all at this altar, if you Come on and put your hands together. Now listen. Can we, is that the mothers of the church? Is it a mother here? An elder? Altar workers? They don't want to come. Get over here. That's it. Woman of God, that's it right there. That's it. Be broken. Be broken. Watch him use your broken pieces. Come on, heal her in the name of Jesus. From the inside out. Devil, you don't have no power here. Mind battle. Broken. Broken heart. Fixed. Heal it from the inside out. Come on, Zion. Travail in this place. You don't know what the next person going through sitting next to you. Won't you just grab them real quick and just hold them? Don't say nothing, just hold them. Come on, Monique, grab a neck. Missy, grab it, Monique, get her. Hallelujah. Hold your husband, man of God. Your wife, hold your wife. Hold your wife. I just want y'all to understand this. You know, they say if you want joy, what it say? You gotta leap. Is that what it said? Leap for joy. Listen, let me demonstrate one thing. When you jump up and jump down, you're landing in the same place. But once you leap, you're moving from one place to the next. Listen, just everybody, just leap for it. Come on, don't you better get your stuff. Come on, leap for it. Leap for it. Now you gotta praise God for your new. Hallelujah. That's it, brother. Hallelujah. Now listen, the moment you walk out of here, the enemy waiting. He waiting. I'm trying to listen when I tell you. He waiting. I don't care if you just got a little bit. You're leaving out of here different. Come on and clap your hands, people. That hisses at the enemy. Come on, give him a good clap. Because if you clap it real good, he ain't gonna run up on you. You gotta go the other way. Because that messes with his ear gate. Come on, claim your victory. Come on, y'all can work. I know. Holding on to stuff. Don't come with a closed fist. Open your hand. I'm not trying to force you to do it today, but I need you to understand. There's too much happening right now. In the name of Jesus. Right now. Today it's broken. Thank you, Jesus. We're gonna stand here. Tata, Benita, what other? Brenda, it's enough of us. So many of us. But we got it. I just release you now. Hallelujah. It is okay. Father God, we thank you, oh God, for Minister Tawana, God, who was in inside of the woman of God. We ask that you would just bring her on to the side for your people, oh God, decreeing and declaring, oh God, the one on the cross, oh God. We speak wisdom, knowledge, and power to God's sight. It is in the name of Jesus that we give you all glory.
Saying yes. So we just give you the glory. We thank you, Lord. We thank you for using this. Lift your hands so we can get you one.
Amen, DMI. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, as we begin to open up our hearts and our minds, first off, I just want to thank God to my Father and my Savior. He is the head of my life. Here you go, lady.
Our family members from the life.
You're so welcome. So next, I'm going to introduce the praise and worship. Again, let's shut down and get into the Spirit of God. And we're going to welcome up Mrs. Brittany Jackson.
More than anything, more than anything, more than anything. I'll be a faithful God. Hallelujah. In your
Okay, now I need you to act like you heard this before. The year was 1998. There was a new kid on the block. Her name was Marette Brown Clark. You may know her. If you love Jesus, let me hear you make some noise. It's on the way. 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 I can feel it. I can feel it. On the way. On the way. On the way.
So we were beaten, and he introduced me to drugs.